Hello, everybody, and welcome to our What is Coaching call. I'm Julia Jackson. Today is February 22nd, and I'm super excited to just share with you a little bit about what coaching is. I think it's very easy to see maybe someone that invited you to this call is like, I do this, and you don't really understand what it means. And so we really want to break it down and share some stories from our team, because I think that's the best thing we can do when it comes to learning about a new business and looking at people's successes is just say, hey, these are people we know that are in our lives. They're not from an infomercial. They're not from TV, or they're not this, photoshopped image of a person. They're just people from our team that we know and love. And hi, Carla. And we are just really excited to share with you what we do. I hope that you can see the passion and the enthusiasm and the fun we have, especially on our team. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Share screen. And I will open this up. Oh, there we go. Can you guys see this now that it's open? Amy, I can only see your face. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see it? Cool. Okay, so we're going to talk about Beachbody coaching and how awesome it is. And so this is just a few pictures from our team. What you can expect from tonight is just sort of a little overview of the company. Who is Beachbody? What do they do? What are their products? How does it work? And then truly, what we do as coaches, not even just the company of Beachbody, but what we do with the accountability piece as coaches that really is a game changer for most people when they start a challenge group or begin the process of 21 Day Fix or whatever program they pick with Beachbody. So we're going to kind of share, if you've done a lot of diets or a lot of things before, I think you're going to find some relief and some, you can just take that weight off your shoulders that I think you've come to the right place. We have amazing, awesome, yummy, delicious, cool, fun, hip products. We're going to talk about some misconceptions of what a coach is and actually what a coach isn't, and some things that maybe you have in your brain that might not be right, or maybe some things that you're thinking, oh, that's spot on. We're going to share success stories of, like I said, people on our team, which is really cool. They might even be people you know. And then what to do if this is something that sounds fun to you, or if you want to join as a customer, or you have a friend, or whatever. Let me just check the chat box real quick. Oh, thank you, Carla. I put on a little lipstick. She said, I'd be looking beautiful. I'm so tired that I had to put some stuff under my eyes, that new mom life. So I'm just going to introduce myself and tell you guys my story. If you're like, who is this crazy person? So I'm Julia Jackson. I've been a coach for almost 7 years. I started right after college. I went to school for musical theater, and so it is a life of passion and fun and art, but it is not a life of a lot of normal or any sort of regular income. So I was basically waiting tables, and then I was doing shows on the side. Pretty poor. It didn't matter to me because I was doing what I loved, but I kept finding that after college I wasn't as active as I normally was, and so I had gained some weight. And I had a workout center in my apartment complex, and I was going there and I just didn't know what I was doing. I was flailing, and I was getting on the elliptical and it wasn't structured. I kind of needed a plan to follow. And so I knew a gal that was a coach, and I wanted to buy P90X because it was all the rage at the time. And I thought, that sounds really good. It tells me what to eat. I can follow the workout program. I can do it from my home. I can do it in the morning before I go to work or whatever. I thought that sounds really cool. So I basically signed up right away to be a coach because I wanted the discount on the products. And I thought, if my coach was really clear with me, she said, you don't have to have a perfect body. You don't have to have the perfect story or have your journey already have it unfold to be a great coach, because people want a coach that are just like them, that are also on their journey. So I said, okay, you know what? If this is going to help me stay accountable for what I want to do with my P90X journey, then I think it's going to inspire someone else. And if it's going to help me stay on track to help someone else and be their coach, I knew I didn't have to be perfect, but I wanted to be that guiding light for someone. So I decided to just go all in and sign up as a coach. And I thought, I really like this idea of being my own boss. I'm an only child, and I thought, gosh, if I could work for myself and create my own hours, I know this is going to take work and it's going to take time, but if I could create a business that then I could have the freedom to do the shows I wanted or pursue whatever I wanted to do or have a family someday, then that really sounded like a career that really suited me. And I love the idea that I could build it. We all start at the same place, and you could build it to anything that you want to do. So I really liked that that idea. And I had a really slow journey. I'm not one of those people that came in and made $1 zillion right away. I had a really slow and steady journey. I had a great transformation with P90X. And I just continued coaching. I continued plugging away. And then in 2015, I really started to take my business to the next level. And I said, I want to have a family soon. I want to build this to a place where I can be home all the way full time and create a really nice, substantial residual income. And also I want my husband to be home so that we can do shows or raise our kids, do whatever we want. Kind of this idea. I was like, I have this, like this motto kept coming. I was like, I just want to live the dream. Like, I just want to do what I want to do without money being the issue. And I'm not someone who's like, I want all these fancy cars and fancy houses and all that stuff. I think it's great. But to me, it was the freedom I was craving that I got to be in charge. And that's my whole vision with Beachbody. And that's what I want to help plant the seed for you guys and for the coaches on my team, is that with a lot of hard work and dedication, this business really is a reality. I'm not $1 million income earner, but we just did our taxes, and I did make over 6 figures last year, which is really exciting. And the only way that happens, the only way you're successful in this business is if you help other people get what they want. It's a really beautiful system. So I am married. Oh, and then so I have this new transformation picture. So I just had a baby 4 months ago, baby Hazel. She's amazing. But I'm kind of restarting my own health journey because, as you know, when you have a baby, your body changes a lot. And so I'm finding all sorts of new passion and excitement for my business. I am a 6-star, which doesn't mean anything to you guys, but I'm a 6-star elite coach in 2015. I think in 2015 there were about 200 elite coaches out of 400,000. So our team is in the top, I think it's top 1% of all coaches in the network. So you know that when you come onto our team, you're going to get training, you're going to get help. Not everybody has that. So I feel really proud that we do that, and we're continuing to strive for excellence and continuing to create more and more trainings and things and calls like this for you guys to be a part of. So I'm married to Brad Jackson. I am mama to baby Hazel, and I'm a former yo-yo dieter. I tried every diet. I was up and down. My metabolism was horrible because I was losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight. And until I really found some food freedom and found Beachbody, I really struggled. And so I want you to know, if anything, if coaching isn't for you, that is totally okay. But we want you to be in one of our challenge groups and have that transformation and start drinking Shakeology and feeling good, because life is too short to not have your health. That's, that's really all we have. So like I said, I craved a lot of freedom, and I was a big time dreamer. And I just said, I'm going to take this business by the horns, and I'm going to make it what I want and make it fit into my life. And I have lots of big dreams and big goals still. So that's me. Let's talk a little bit about Beachbody. I'm sure you guys, unless you've been hiding under a rock, have heard of Beachbody, or at least some of the programs, P90X, Insanity, T25, Kayo, TurboFire, all these programs, they're all under the umbrella of Beachbody. We have amazing, amazing trainers. So a tiny, short little history on the company. So the company was founded in 1998 by John Congdon and Carl Deichler. And they had sort of revolutionized the home fitness industry with P90X when it came out in 2003. Everyone thought, oh, you can't really get a good workout with something that you do at home. And they really proved them wrong with P90X. So that's when they started to kind of really get on the map, and fitness people were doing it, and it was just sort of like exploding. And in 2007, Team Beachbody was launched, which is essentially the coach network. So there's Beachbody, and then Team Beachbody is us coaches. And since then, you can see how much the network has blown up. They continue to give us product after product that is amazing and serves the needs of all sorts of different types of people. Shakeology came out in 2009, which is, actually I think it was 2010, because I became a coach in 2009 and we didn't have it yet. Shakeology, which we'll talk about. We have all these amazing programs. And then we now have the All Access Pass. Oh, I missed one thing I was going to say. So what was happening with these programs before is Beachbody had offers basically to put them on the shelves at Walmart and Target. And they said, you know what? No, what we want this to do, we want it to be a peer-to-peer marketing, because we're finding the people that were getting the best results were the people that had been recommended the program by a friend. And so someone would say, oh, I did P90X, why don't you do it? And they would help each other and they would guide each other. And so that was really essentially where the coaching idea was born, was they could make tons of money and put them on the shelves at all these places. But when they made it a little more exclusive and said, we're going to sell these coaches or these programs through a coach, it really, the success rate is what they had in mind. It wasn't about making money. It was about having people start and finish a program and get results. And so that's really why the coaches, that's why we're here, is because people have better results when they have peer-to-peer help and accountability. So now, this is the really exciting part. This is brand new. We launched the All Access Pass in January. So we had, it's basically like Netflix for fitness. So it's a streaming subscription. And it's so funny because I've been a coach for so long, and a lot of the coaches on our team, we all, as a program would launch, we would buy it, we would spend $100. We were super excited. We'd get it. And now basically for $100 for the entire year, you can have every single one of Beachbody's programs. I still, like, when I say it, I still can't believe that they're doing this because it's just so cool. So it shakes out to, like, I don't know, $8 a month. You have every single program Beachbody has. You have access to all the meal plans, all the nutritionals, all the calendars. You have the Fix 8 cooking show and all kinds of goodies that are just on-demand. You can stream it from your phone, your tablet, your computer. You have a Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast, anything like that. And then basics. Oh, and then what I was going to say was then you get every single program we've ever made, which is like $6,000 worth of programs, plus anything that comes out this year. So if you were to get the All Access Pass, say today, and we launch a program in March, I don't know when the next one is launching, but say it launches and it's this big program, instead of having to go out and buy the program, it just literally gets uploaded on your on-demand access. So we can talk about pricing a little bit later, but you guys, this is a crazy good deal and such an amazing thing to offer to your customers and coaches, because it really says you don't have to just do this for 21 days. I'm going to be your coach. I'm going to be here for you for a full year. And ourselves as coaches and as customers, we're recommitting because we know there's no rush. There's no pressure to say, oh, I have to be perfect for 30 days. I'm going to have access to this all year round. I'm going to try any program that I want. And it's just a really amazing way to serve people where they are and just doesn't put any pressure on them. So this is really exciting. So why Beachbody? When I talked about what sets us apart from all the other diets and all the other crap that's out there. So we have amazing nutrition. That's start, and we'll talk about Shakeology in a little bit. We have fitness programs that are world-class, amazing, top, high-level trainers. We have amazing rewards. So we get prizes and fun things every month for doing our job. We have trips, incentives, like all sorts of super cool stuff. And then the final and the key piece is the peer support. And so when we talk about accountability, what we mean in our groups is so many times people join a fitness, like a gym or a Pilates studio, or they even buy a program without a coach and they start it on their own. And what happens is usually 1 or 2 weeks in, people kind of fall off and they either quit or they just don't do it all the way full out. And no one knows that they're quitting because they haven't said they're accountable to anybody. And so what we do in our challenge groups is we say, look, like without being like, did you do your workout today? Although sometimes I have to do that for people. But we have this level of support that people can say, you know what, I'm going to check in because I said I was going to do this and my group is counting on me. And I'm going to just check the chat really quick, see if there's a question. And please feel free to use the chat box and type in any questions as they go. If I don't see them, I'll answer them all at the end. But in case like you're going to forget or something, just type in any question as it comes up. And so that's really the key piece is the peer support. I have to say, since this is a webinar on coaching, we also have that for our coaches. So getting a success partner, having accountability for your business also is gonna keep you accountable so that you don't let yourself off the hook. So let's talk a tiny bit about Shakeology. This was me visiting the Shakeology, the Beachbody headquarters in Santa Monica. They have beautiful offices, and it is a whole wall of all the superfoods that are in Shakeology. And I think this visualizes just the immaculate amount of value that comes in Shakeology, because all these ingredients are sourced around the world. They're clean, they're fresh. There's a very high purity and quality standard. And if you were to make a smoothie or try to eat all these foods every day, you just couldn't. And there's all sorts of science and all sorts of education to learn about Shakeology. All I know is that when I drink it, I feel so good. I have energy. It helps your digestion. So if you're having trouble in the bathroom, it's really good. It's the thing that I feel like fills in all my nutritional gaps, because I can't eat all these foods every day. I can't eat perfect. I can't eat clean every single day, every single meal. I'm on the go. I'm busy. And so I know that when I mix up a Shakeology and I just feel like I'm getting the things that my body needs. And I have to quote my mom because she's so cute, but she loves chocolate Shakeology, and she always says, it tastes like a Wendy's Frosty. So even though it has chia and flax and spinurella and spinach and all these things in it, they really make it taste amazing, but there's no artificial sweeteners, nothing gross. I mean, it is high quality. So you can talk to the coach that invited you a little bit more about Shakeology, the ingredients. That's really the foundation of our business is, drink this every day. You'll feel amazing. You're getting all your vitamins, and then break a sweat, start working out. So we really have something for everybody. Obviously, we have DVD programs. They're a little bit on their way out because we're going real digital now. So the digital access is really where it's at, streaming. We have all sorts of equipment. If you need a yoga mat or barbells or anything like that, we've got it all. We've got, I also heard we have like a new really cool apparel line coming of like shirts and cool yoga pants and all kinds of stuff. So that's kind of exciting. I don't know when or how it's going to launch. We have amazing weight loss, like if you need to do a quick cleanse or something, you're getting ready for a wedding, and we have all sorts of supplements, performance lines for sports performance, all kinds of stuff. So a really well-rounded library of programs. Okay, so let's talk about what a coach is. So a coach does not have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. You're not going to be giving someone a meal plan. We get to use the tools that Beachbody has for us and help someone and guide them through it, but you do not have to have any experience in nutrition. So that's really, really cool. And like I said, with my story, I was kind of like, do I need to be in good shape to be a coach? And the answer is no. So you don't have to already have a six-pack or be at your goal, and you don't have to be a salesperson, which is really, really cool. And I hope that helps you let yourself off the hook. You don't have to be icky and gross and salesy. So a coach should be someone who's just sharing, who's using the products first, who's doing it themselves, who's leading from the front. They're sharing their passion for helping other people. So just a genuine and authentic way of sharing your story. That's what we're talking about. You want to be committed to proof that the products work. Again, you're always being a product of the product, we call it, so that you're leading and you're saying, this is working and I'm doing it, and this is why you should do it, because you're proving that it works. And then there's someone who's always just looking to improve themselves, whether it's in their workouts and nutrition, whether it's being a better spouse or a friend, or a better coach. We do a lot of personal development, which I think if you talk to any coach, you'll find that is one of the highlights of their coaching career and something they didn't ever know they needed until they started doing it, and just working on just creating your best version of yourself so that you can help and serve other people. Oh, I should have made this a bigger screen. I'm sorry. Is that better? Okay, so types of coaches. We have three this is not a difference in how you sign up, but it's kind of just a difference in how you think about it. So a discount coach is someone who loves the products, who's just like a raging fan, and they say, I love Shakeology, I love the workouts, I'm in the challenge groups, and they just want the extra accountability to be a coach. And they also get their 25% discount. So it's kind of like a Costco membership, where you buy in and then you get your discount, which is a great way to coach. And if you ever are thinking about doing something else down the road, then you'll have your spot. A hobby coach is someone who also, again, uses the products, loves the products, is a raging fan. They get their discount. They have their groups. They're in there for accountability. They're doing it for fun. They love maybe Coach Summit, or they want to be participating and have the coach friends and the coach companionship. And they kind of put their business out there. They kind of just share what they're doing, but they're more like a resource. So people can come to them if they say, I know that person did T25 and they got great results. And so they're not actively going out there building a business, but they're kind of just there. People know that they do it and that they can come to them if they want something. And then a business builder, that's what I do, is someone who's branding themselves. They're actively trying to grow their business. They're a self-starter. They're not waiting for anybody to tell them what to do. They're looking up information. They're gathering resources. They're working their business. They're making time. They're teachable/coachable, where, someone in their upline can say, hey, I can recommend this for you to do. They're just someone who's willing to be coached and willing to grow. They're someone who is starting to develop some leadership capabilities. And I have to tell you guys, when I started this, I would have never said, I'm a really good leader. And I still have I have really far away to go to be the kind of leader I want to be. But leadership skills are they're teachable, and they're something that you can gain as you go. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm not a leader like by nature, that's totally okay. If that's something you want to do and you want to have that kind of influence over other people, it's totally a learned skill. There's someone who makes the time. So life is busy, life is crazy. All of us have a zillion things coming at us every day, but this is a business builder is someone who says, this is important, this is a priority, I'm building something for my family or my life for some goal that I have, and they're going to take the time out of their schedule and make the time to show up every single day for their business. Okay, being a coach has awesome benefits. You get to be your own boss, so no one's going to tell you what to do. Like if you join our team, I have a zillion resources for you, but it's up to you to do them. I'm not going to like wag my finger at you and tell you what to do. And I really like that. I do better. I'm kind of a self-starter. I just want to do it by myself. But if you need that kind of structure, we can absolutely give you lots of accountability. But you get to be your own boss, which is really cool. So you get to make your own hours, decide what's right for you and your family and how you want to build this. And one of the key pieces is accountability to your own health. So we don't want you to just join as a coach and say, I'm going to build this big business and make a lot of money. We want it to be something that stems from a place of just personal change and you saying, I want to do something that makes me feel really good. And so like I said, when I joined, I said, well, if it's going to give me that extra layer of accountability, if I'm a coach, so that I can show up, because if I have a couple people following in my footsteps, I really want to set a good example. I don't have to be perfect, but I want to set a good example. The time freedom is so priceless. I sometimes I take it for granted, but today we had this awesome day. We woke up and we did our workout and we put the baby down for a nap, and I worked for like an hour, and then we took baby Hazel to go get her passport because we're going to Punta Cana on an all-expense paid Beachbody trip. And I just, like I said, sometimes I take that for granted, but I said, we have this whole day and we can do with it whatever we want to do. And that freedom to me, it makes my heart just sing, because I don't have to go somewhere or be on someone else's schedule or punch into work or do anything like that. And I am so grateful for that for me, but my calling now is to help other people do that and have that just space and that peace in their life that they can do whatever they need to do with their family and their life and have that freedom. So that's really priceless. Lots of flexibility. Like I said, you're creating your own hours, you're doing your own thing. We have lots of vacations at Beachbody. You can earn through being a coach and being successful with your business, which is really cool. I think my favorite part of this is the friends I've made. I have met people I would have never met if not for Beachbody, and they're some of the most influential, amazing, awesome, gifts in my life, and so many of them are on this call right now and on this team. And so if anything, it's just this amazing community of these really cool people who just want to lift each other up, who have no malice or ill intention. It's just it attracts a really cool, awesome, fun person. Lots of positive people. So, and the most important thing is that you're only successful if you help other people successful. And so if you help other people be successful, and the feeling that you get when you lose weight or you join a group or you're successful in your business is awesome. But it is a million times better to help someone else create that kind of success or win in their own life. And that's what it's really all about. So here's more pictures. There was a cruise we went on, summit, all kinds of stuff. There's Carla with baby Peyton, and now baby Peyton's so big. Lots of more travel and fun, disco parties, all sorts of stuff. A lot of us are getting ready to go to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic it's a month and a half away, which is crazy, in April. And then next year we're going to Mexico. There's just all sorts of really fun times to be had with the Beachbody trips. And I tell you what, you guys, they go all out. Their trips are killer. They slay their trips. So here's a little bit of my story. I already shared it with you, so I won't read that. But I'm going to go into some success stories. And these are a combination of business and weight loss stories. And Amy's first up, and she's on the call tonight. And she says, I'm happy to say I'm in the best shape of my life and the happiest too. I had recently left my 9-year position as a paralegal. It just wasn't in my heart and I wasn't happy. I was not able to attend my son's meet and greet for kindergarten because I couldn't get the time off. Whew, I bet it was just like sucker punch. I began to think, is this what I really want? I had already missed out on things that are important in the last 5 years. I decided that my passion is to help people with their weight loss journeys, and now I have the freedom that I've always wanted to since becoming a mom. I'm the CEO and the boss of my own company. And Amy is an amazing leader on our team, and you can see her 21-day fix transformation. She did it several times. Amy is really good at following through just in general, but on a program from start to finish. She follows it by the book, and that's why she has such amazing results. Look at her sweet little babies. Okay, this is Bobby. Bobby's a diamond coach on our team, and she says, because of Beachbody, I have more energy and confidence. I'm no longer struggling with depression and anxiety. That's what clean eating and nutrition and exercise can do for you guys. Like, it's a game changer. And then she says, for the month of August, I was able to pay for 2 bags of Shakeology and pay our cable, internet, and cell phone bills with my income. So I love Bobby's story because I know she has really big goals in this business, and someday she's going to earn 6 figures, like very soon. But here she is paying for her cell phone bill, internet, and cable. Like, that's a huge burden lifted off of us, like when we can get some of those bills paid. And I think it's just such a great story to tell because it's not so out of reach that it's like, oh, I have to work for years and years and years. It's like, Bobby, I think when she wrote this, was a coach for maybe a year. So really exciting to say, oh, what is that bill that's stressing you out? Or what is that thing that, gosh, if we could just take that off and by helping someone else reach their goals, you could pay for that thing, that'd be really cool. And take a sip of water. So this is Crystal. Crystal actually was my manager at a restaurant I worked at, and we just hit it off because we worked at a pizza place and we always were trying to eat a little healthier, and we totally just bonded over Shakeology, and she's one of our great leaders on our team. So she says, coaching to me is freedom. I always had the dream of staying home with my children when I started having them, but was never sure how we would be able to do that. This business has allowed me to quit my full-time job as a restaurant manager with crazy hours and stay at home with my now 5-month-old daughter, who actually is now 2, so I need to update this slide. I feel so blessed to be present in her life and not miss out on any special moments. Being your own boss has so many perks. I really have the freedom to do what I want when I want. This business is so awesome because we can help people from anywhere. And then here's some more weight loss transformations of just real women on our team, like super cool, just being consistent, eating clean, checking in on the groups. This lady here in the middle, Tracy, she's had 5 kids. Look at those abs. My abs don't look like that, and I only had 1. She's awesome. And we also have men. So I think like this business sometimes can feel geared to women, but men do really great as coaches. And a lot of times men, they don't always need a male coach, but it's really helpful to see. So that's William is up on the top left. That's Amy's husband. He had great results. And then this is Chad here on the right. He's lost, gosh, I think over 100 and I think it's like over 120 or 30 pounds, like crazy. You can see obviously the transformation. And then Mikey, he's one of our diamond leaders on our team. What I love about, and Mikey was actually featured on the Body Beast infomercial. What I love about Mikey's pictures are the biggest transformation happens, as you can see at the very end, from 60 to 90 days. And that's usually where people quit. And I just think that's so cool, like the power of perseverance and just keeping going. And that's a lot how the business is. If you just keep going and you don't quit and just one foot in front of the other. But I mean, his results are crazy at the end of Body Beast. So kind of what to expect from our team. I feel like we have such a wonderful team culture. I think that really when people join, you want to have a place that feels safe. And I really, like, that's something I'm really proud of about our team. We don't have any drama. We're pretty cool. And we have really supportive, awesome people. So you can expect to get training. So basically, like when you join as a coach, we're not just gonna be like, good luck, go figure it out. We have training, and we have a Coach Basics program that walks you through one day at a time, how to build your business, what to do. There's endless amounts of resources and PDFs and guides and training videos in our coach online office. We do lots of recognition. That's my love language. I love like gift giving and recognition. It's part of the culture of Beachbody and our team. All sorts of rewards and prizes, ongoing support, a team page that's on Facebook, and so you can get your questions answered all day long. Lots of leaders, lots of really knowledgeable people, and you're never alone. So you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And I feel like we have such a great team and such a great coach family. Like it really feels like family. So let's talk a little bit about money and how paychecks are structured a little bit. And I have to say, so there, I put a disclaimer on here because what I don't want to do is overpromise or say, without any work, you're going to be earning what I earn or what the other successful coaches on our team earn. So Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success. Your paycheck is directly influenced by your skill, your time you're spending on the business, the diligence, and basically the work that you put in. So I always like to preface that because it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme. And like anything that's worthwhile, it takes time and patience and a lot of hard work. So this is a paycheck. I just kind of screenshot some paychecks I had. And so this was when I was a newer coach. So you can see this paycheck, and we do get paid weekly. So this is really cool. Every Thursday you get a nice little fun paycheck deposited in your bank account. And it's all online transfers unless you want to check, but it takes forever to get there. So you can see my retail commission was about $60. So I had, who knows, I had maybe sold a P90. At this point, we didn't have challenge packs. So I probably maybe sold 2 P90Xs or something like that. Then I had a subscription commission of $38.88. That was a membership for Beachbody on Demand. Well, it wasn't Beachbody on Demand. Then it was just a club membership, and it was a meal plan. It was way not as cool as it is now. And then I had $19 from Team Bonus. And this is where it starts getting it gets really cool because basically what was happening was I was adding coaches and they were adding coaches and they were adding coaches. And so that all gets filtered up. And I got paid off of what they were doing. And they got paid off of what I was doing underneath them too. So it's not like, oh, just the person at the top benefits. Like we really are a team and we're all placing people under each other. So I was starting to get a little bit of residual income, and that's where the real magic happened. So there was $19 there. Then let's move to this paycheck. Oh, this paycheck in the middle here. This was a little further along. So you can see the paycheck for the week was $474. So that's really nothing to balk at. That's, what is that? $1,200 a month? No, more, almost 2,000. So you can see again, I had just a small amount of retail commission, so I wasn't hustling a lot of product. Same subscription commission. I was selling a few club memberships. But then you can see where it really started to take off was the team bonus. So that's the residual income of me teaching my coaches how to be successful and on and on. So that's really exciting. That's $2,000 a month. That's $24,000 a year. That would be, for me at the time, it wasn't enough for me to quit my job, but it was really starting to pay. I was paying off my student loan. I was like knocking out some debt. I was paying my rent, some really cool things that were really helpful to me at the time. And then you can see, I can't remember when this paycheck was, sometime last year. The retail commission, again, wasn't that much, $104, but you can see that the real money started coming in. And you guys, this is 5 years in. So this is not like in 6 months. But the team bonus was almost $1,800 just alone. And then you can have other business centers under yourself. You can have your spouse that you're growing. And then matching bonus, you start getting paid off of the bonuses that your team is getting. So that's a little complicated, but basically the more and more you teach your coaches how to be successful, the more that filters up and the more they're getting paid because they're actually doing the work and getting paid on their commissions too. So that's kind of, it's a big, it's a widescreen view of from like very simple to a bigger, obviously higher producing business. But I just think about that $117 a week at the time, what that did for me was game changing. And that's where I want you guys to focus, is not this crazy high paycheck, which I think is inspiring and exciting to say that's where I can go. But this is where the magic happens, is this kind of a paycheck where you can start paying your car payment or your student loans, or maybe I don't know, who knows. I wanted to go to Forever 21 every week at the time because I was 24 years old, and don't judge me, but that's what I wanted to do with my money. So whatever it is, if it's nails or something fun or saving for a vacation, $400 or $500 a month would make a huge, huge difference. Okay, so the next steps. Basically, you can join either as a customer or a coach. The cool thing is it's the same price. So the best recommendation is to do that all access pass because it's just a fierce deal. Then you have your all access on demand membership for a full year. So that's what I talked about before with the access to every single Beachbody program plus all the new ones that come out. It's really cool. It's only $200 and it comes with a full year of Beachbody On Demand and then your first 30 days of Shakeology, which is a crazy, crazy steal of a deal. And when you sign on as a coach, your $40 fee is waived, which is really cool. So you save 40 bucks. And then every month you have just a $16 monthly coaching fee, and that covers all of your back office, your training, your tools, and all of your websites, because you don't have to handle any money or do any transactions. Beachbody does all that. So I know there are some businesses nowadays that like you have to invoice and then you have to ship it. It's very simple. We just send people a link and they purchase from Beachbody's website. They process all the payments. Then Beachbody just cuts us our check every Thursday from whatever we earn. So that's really nice. But the $16 kind of takes care of that. And that's pretty much it. Then you stay on Shakeology. You can always cancel or put on hold. It's pretty low key. There's nothing that like is sticky or holds you to it. So I think the question is, if you're sort of like, okay, fitness, I'm totally in, then just join as a challenger, join as a customer and see how it feels and start your journey, and you'll know if coaching will feel right. And if already you've got that in the back of your mind, like, oh, I could help this person or I could start this business, then just go in with the coach discount, because it ends up actually being a little cheaper to stay on Shakeology, like I said, kind of like the Costco membership. So I would say if there's any part of you that's like, you know what, I could just do this coaching thing, maybe I could just try it out, I would say just go for it. There's really no strings attached. The only thing, you're only going to grow from this experience and from meeting people. And I think that, again, it gives you that extra level for your own fitness to say, I'm a coach, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try to inspire other people. And that really gets you on the path that you need to be for your own fitness. So basically, I think I would recommend talking to the coach that invited you to this call to just kind of see what feels right for you, whether you want to start as a challenger and start your own journey, or if you want to just go all in with the coach discount and try that out. That would be awesome. And let's see what else I have. So just thinking about tonight, like as you ponder this and as you, whatever you do, if you pray, if you think, if you pray to I don't know, whatever you do, just think about some of these things is for your life personally, what could becoming a coach do for you? If it just means it's going to give you that extra layer of accountability, great. If it means that you're thinking of someone in your family or someone that you love that would maybe want to go on this journey with you, what could that do for you guys? That's really exciting to think about. And then what are your goals and dreams? What do you want to do with your life? And when we really think about not settling and not staying in a safety zone, I really want you to dream big and say, if money weren't an object, if time weren't an object, what would I do with my life? And is this a vehicle that you could use to propel you towards those dreams? And that's really exciting. And pretty much the whole point of this, even if you don't want to be a coach, I want you guys to think bigger and not stay stuck in jobs you hate, in the life you hate, because there is something better out there. And then the last one and my most favorite is, as you are listening to this, if you were thinking of someone that you could help, then you are already a coach. And you can even start jotting down a list and say, you know, these are people I would love to invite to do this with me because I don't know what I'm doing. You know, you could say that. I don't know what I'm doing and I'm starting this thing and I think it's really positive and I have a good feeling about it and I want you to join me. So if you've already got those wheels turning, you're absolutely a coach. And if not, start to think like that and say, who are the people that I would love to bring on this journey with me that could really use this? So that's pretty much all we have. Here's a silly picture from Chicago Super Saturday. And then I want to leave you with this quote from Richard Branson. He's such an amazing man and an amazing entrepreneur. And he says, if you aren't making a difference in other people's lives, you shouldn't be in business. It's that simple. So that's what we do as coaches. That's the scoop. Let me exit out of here if I can. It's thinking. Hoda. Okay, cool. So does anybody have, I see there's one thing in the chat box. Lisa says, I think the community and friendship is seriously my favorite part of our little coaching community. I have to agree, Lisa. We're a bunch of weirdos. I mean, I tell you what, we're just like crazy and weird and fun, but we're amazing. And also, did everybody know that it's National Margarita Day? I know Amy has one. I need to get myself one. It's all about balance. We eat clean most of the time, and then we have margaritas. Yeah, but we are each other's weirdos. Faux show. Does anybody have any questions they want to ask? You can either unmute yourselves or ask in the chat box. I'll wait just a second for those to come in. Yeah? Nobody? Okay, cool. Well, then if you do think of a question, just write the person that invited you. And I'm so glad you guys came on. Know you were here for a reason. You heard something you were supposed to hear, I hope. And I hope you guys have a great night and go drink a margarita. Bye.